Alright, what's up guys? Back in the video. Quickly before we do get into it, I do apologize if I sound a little sluggish. I am going through a strep throat right now, so not sounding the best, but yeah. So today's topic is going to be how to overcome addiction. So what we're going to be kind of going over is alcohol, drugs of any sort, or really just anything that it feels like you have to do on a day-to-day basis to live your life. The reason I'm bringing this up is I just done a video about the social anxiety and I wanted to do this video. I had a few recommendations. So getting this out and just trying to cover it the best I can is kind of just on my bucket list right now. So the first things I want to get into, like the last video, is I want to ask some questions. That being number one, what is it that you're addicted to? Number two, why is it that you feel like you need it every day? And thirdly, what is it going to take for you to break that addiction? So the first thing I want to ask is obviously the first question, and that is, what is it that you are addicted to? For some people, it may be drugs. For some people, it may be alcohol. To me, it's all the same thing. The idea is you're addicted to something, you want to quit it, right? Or, maybe you don't even want to quit it. Different reasons, for different things. But to get this question kind of out of the way, not to so much ask, what it is exactly that you're doing. Everyone has their own thing personally, but just getting it out of the way of knowing what is it that I am addicted to. Is it, anything from cigarettes to, high grade pills, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Is just understanding, saying to yourself, I'm addicted to this, because automatically you're putting your mind in general of going, hey, I'm addicted to this. Okay, I'm addicted to this. I have an issue. I need to stop. That's one problem out of the way, is just addressing it. Believe it or not, the reason I make this the first question is because for a lot of people, even just being able to admit that they're addicted to something is really hard. I know for the longest time, when I was kind of just a big weed smoker, I had never even really thought I'd maybe addicted to this. Everyone's like, it's not addictive. You can't get addicted to smoking weed, all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm not addicted. It's like, yeah, I'm spending a bit of money on it. Yeah, I'm doing it pretty regularly, but I wouldn't say I'm addicted. I could quit at any time, right? And this was kind of that like initial like delusional phase. Some people are able to realize that they're in that phase. Some people might be so new to it, they're not able to realize it. But for the people who are pretty new to it, I do want to say that you might not realize it now. You might be putting it aside, thinking nothing of it. But the truth is, you are addicted. I can tell you right now from experience on a lot of these things, you don't realize it, but you're definitely having a hard time putting it down. When you do, you're always saying, I can. And then it's like when you actually do, in private, you try to quit it, it's like impossible. So just addressing that you have that issue is the first thing out of the way. So the second thing is going to be, why do you need it? What is it that truly makes your body think I need it that bad? I know for a lot of people, this is kind of the big final blow. This is kind of the why it's so hard, and I get that. Trust me when I say that, the 100% of the process is just, getting over why do you need it, because, whether it makes you feel like you're not going to be able to live the next day, or because if you try and go cold turkey, you're going to die, or, whatever it may be. I talk about this lightly only because I've been through what I would say the most severe version of it. Is just because it's like, I've been cold turkey. I've done the steps of just starting slow and going easy into it. And it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. And the only thing you can think about is needing it. All the time you can think about is just, I need this now. If I don't have it now, then, nothing is going to go right. I'm going to die. It's literally, if the addiction is that bad, you're going to think of every scenario, every possibility in your head of what's going to happen if you don't have it. So getting that out of the way, with everything we have in mind so far, what it is, why do you need it? Because, it'll kill me if I don't, or blah, 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 whatever. That's why I'm just here to tell you, okay, obviously, number one, out of the way, everyone knows this that's trying to quit. It's just, you have to actually quit. You actually have to come to the point where you sit down with yourself and go, listen, I'm done with this. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of being whatever it makes you lazy. I'm tired of it, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever it makes you that you hate, sit down and tell yourself, I hate it because it does this to me. I hate it because every time I try to do something, it just wants to do this to me, right? Hate it. Truly sit there, sit down, sit in a room, sit with someone else, and just explain why it is that you hate it so much. The reason I say this is because when you put it out there, when you put it into the air, when you put it into the universe that you hate that thing so bad for what it does to you, let me tell you right now, in my personal experience, something was out there. Something heard that. I hate to sound superstitious. I hate to sound like, like I'm just this mad, madman speaking, bullshit into existence. But truthfully, you have to say that you hate it. You have to speak into existence that you want it gone, or it's just never going to change. If you never get past that layer of, getting yourself to understand why it is you hate it and why it is you want it out of your life, then it's never going to leave. It's all about starting slow, addressing what it is, right? Knowing what it is. Why is it that you need it? Everything that we're going over. It's not some recovery plan that's a magical, fix. You have to take that leap. You have to take that process to do it yourself. And by speaking it out, that's the best way to do it. So, like I said, we have it down. You know what it is. Why is it you need it? Because it does this to me. I hate that it does this to me. I hate it. Like, I need this out of my life. Like, I only do it because this happens. Bang. There you go. You got it. Like, you know what it is now. You're already like 75% of the way there, honestly. You're already just addressing. Addressing is most of the part of it. A lot of people don't realize that they think with addiction, they just have to just go cold turkey immediately. No one's saying to do that. Matter of fact, you shouldn't do that. You never should. It's just called addressing it. So yeah, with that out of the way, number 3 is going to be why you need to quit. I know I went a little into it, for the second thing, for why you need it. But the truth is, the quitting part, once you have affirmated it, once you have addressed it, once you have pointed it out, whatever it may be, this process is a whole lot easier. If you have your brain set to where you are ready to quit something, it goes the same way for when you're ready to start something. If you're ready to start something and you have it in your mind that you're going to start it or you're going to quit it, and it's so avid in your mind, it's almost to the point where when you wake up, when you do something, you're thinking about it. That is great. That's how people become rich. That's how people quit addiction. That's how people become successful, knowledge-wise, everything. It all goes hand in hand. If you're truly obsessed with the success behind it, whether it be the success of quitting it or starting it, it will happen, and it'll be so easy you won't even notice it. For a lot of people, they don't realize that, everything goes hand in hand in this world. Like I said, whether it's starting something to be rich or stopping something for your better mind, for your better well-being, it's all the same process. It's just is addressing it, and getting it out. Just every day telling yourself you hate it because this is happening. And what it is. And you could even say exactly what it is. I hate this thing. I hate it. I want it out of my life. Right. And that's just giving your mind all that time to think, okay. I keep saying this over and over again. I'm sounding like I'm crazy saying it over and over again. I need to quit this. I need to quit it. So let's start now. I'm going to start slow. I'm going to, I'm not going to go cold turkey, or maybe I will. Maybe I will go cold turkey. Maybe I'm, not so bad of an addict to the point where if I'm able to go cold turkey that I'll be able to live, I'll be okay. But maybe, like I said, you start slow and you're like, okay, I'm just going to start this slow. I'm going to, take my time, whatever it may be. I'll have a drink today. We'll just use alcohol as an example. Have a drink today, but I won't have a drink tonight. If I'm drinking in the morning, I'm drinking at night. I pick one or the other. I'll drink once, I'll drink in the morning, but I won't drink at night. Or I'll drink at night, but I won't drink in the morning, right? Starting that is already the process, right? But you need to keep in your mind throughout doing this that you want to quit it. Why do you want to quit it? Because it makes you feel this way. What is it? It's alcohol, right? Getting that out of the way. It's just keep it in your mind as you're doing this. Don't even think about drinking. Don't even think about popping the pill. Don't think about whatever it is. Don't think about it. Just think about why it is you hate it and what it is, right? And what it does to you. Just think about that and nothing else. Because the moment you go to think about, the actual thing itself, you're going to be like, oh, well, it makes me feel this way and I like that. Like you're just putting all this nasty stuff in your head. That's the reason why I say all this, is because, you're thinking about it, putting that in your head. You're like, oh, I kind of like it. It's really nice. I don't know if I want to quit it. You're just making yourself, you're already quitting, mentally you're already quitting without realizing it. And that's the problem. That's the problem why you can't quit. So yeah, with that being said, I do need to wrap up this video. I only have so much footage left. But bottom line is, just addressing what it is, knowing what it is. Why is it that you hate it? Why is it that whatever it's doing to you, you hate? And speaking that into existence, saying, I hate it because it does this. I hate alcohol because it does this. I hate weed because it does this, right? Just all the time, what it does to you and what it is. If you keep saying that while you're doing whatever it is slower and slower each day, I promise you right now, to everyone who's watching this video, I know it's stupid kind of thinking like, well, this is just some guy, speaking over a COD gameplay. It doesn't matter. I truly do mean this, that it will get better. It took me years. It took me years to get over the issues I have. And I'm man enough to admit that I still have some of these issues, and I'm doing this same process every day to get over it. And let me tell you right now, my usage amount of whatever it may be has slowed down significantly. And I've had friends in my life that have done the same process, and they have completely quit or they're really slowed down. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I know it's a long one. This is definitely my longest video on the page. But like I said, I just want to kind of cover it into detail, make sure I got over everything. I know this is a huge issue for a lot of people, so being able to get the most out I can is definitely just really good for me and really good for you guys, and really just anyone who's watching this video. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. If you do like the video, drop a like. If you want to see more on the channel, drop a sub. And definitely gonna be answering all the comments on this video, so feel free to leave a comment down below. We'll be sure to get to it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Peace.